I feel like we as Arsenal fans do not really, look at how far we've come under Mikel Arteta. I've just been going through the archives and seeing what people used to say about us back in the day. Tottenham fans in particular, the opinion they had towards us. I mean, my word. So we're getting into that. We'll also be getting to a bit of transfer news, potentially another centre-back coming to the Arsenal. So I'll let you guys know all about that. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe, hit the like as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. But let's start with something quite funny. Ange Postecoglou was given a sneaky question by a journalist. Just have a listen.
Then last night, another quarter-final, they were singing at the end, "Are you Tottenham in disguise?" Is that a kind of mentality, whipping boys element you sort of want to lose here, or am I looking too much into it?
Oh, mate, I don't know. Probably looking too much into it, Michael. We're kind of trying to concentrate on what's important to us right now, and that is a big game tomorrow night.
The journalist did not have to do Ange like that whipping boy element. Oh, I'm sorry. I just absolutely love when Spurs are put in their place, the tiny tin pot club they are. And I mean, this was a very, very cheeky question because obviously we beat Real Madrid 3-0. Tottenham played the following day. Of course, we know their result, a 1-1 draw with Frankfurt. They're definitely out. They're not going to beat them in the second leg, in my opinion. But I feel as though they're so focused on Arsenal. I remember when we were going for the title, I think that was last season actually. It feels so long ago for some reason. Son 1-on-1 and he missed on purpose. The celebrations from the Tottenham fans when Manchester City scored. Ever since then, I feel like there's been a breakdown in relationship between Ange and Tottenham. And rightly so, they act like such a tiny club, so focused on us and not focused on what they're doing. I saw a little image that was showing Tottenham beating Real Madrid 3-0, and then it was like Arsenal versus Red Star Belgrade tomorrow in the Europa League. And just look how football changes, how things change so quickly because we put our trust in Mikel Arteta and we're absolutely flying. And I couldn't be more grateful to Mikel. And I'm just going to show you more examples of how Tottenham fans used to view us not even 3 years ago. This is a Tottenham fan talking about Ange's first 6 months at Tottenham versus Mikel Arteta.
Ange Postecoglou is clear of Mikel Arteta. Ange won Manager of the Year, the London Football Awards. What a trophy, but he's only been here 8 months. 6 months of the 2023, and he's amazing. Arteta's nowhere near this because, one, we bottle the league in October like men, not in May, like pussyos, right? And we also buy a goalkeeper that's competent. This man, we was looking at Raya and we went, actually, no, he's got too many flaws in his game. That little old Raya, little Papa Dom hands. Vicario has won Goalkeeper of the Year for being at Spurs 6 months of 2023. He's just, wow, he's just brilliant. Areola, nowhere near. Fabianski, nope. Sanchez, have a laugh. And then Ramsdale and Raya are just bums. But Ange made the right choice. He did in buying this goalkeeper over the rest, and that's why we're going to finish top 4.
But they're so deluded for how tin pot they are, the way they speak. It is a joke. Raya Poppadom hands, probably got the best hands as a goalkeeper. When a ball comes in the box, have you guys seen how Raya the ball just sticks to him like glue? I absolutely love it. Then the snipe at Mikel Arteta, of course, and saying Ange is already doing better. All of this yoppy nonsense that Tottenham always love to do. And I mean, you just look at it now and you just think, my word, Tottenham Hotspur are so bad. They're so bad. To the point where I'm like, oh, really, guys? And again, let's look again when Tottenham signed Romero and when we signed Ben White.
How does it feel to be Arsenal? How does it feel to be small? You signed Ben White, we signed Christian Romero. It's going to be a long season, boys.
Oh, wow. Tottenham. It's just hilarious to me looking back at these videos and just seeing how confident they are. Even now they're still confident. They're still thinking Real Madrid, Arsenal shouldn't be happy. Real Madrid are going to come back at the Bernabeu. They did it on purpose. Probably the most obsessed football club in the world, and I don't think we care. Do we care? Do you as a viewer care about Tottenham Hotspur? Because I certainly don't. Do you care about Ange? I certainly don't. It's just, he's, that little brother that's kind of very annoying, that you just kind of flick off, but he's always like trying to pinch you. That is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. It literally is them. And just look at this table. I mean, second Arsenal, you're looking at 14th Tottenham. We've already confirmed that we're going to finish above them. Can you believe that? We have already, 30 games into the season, confirmed we're going to be finishing above Tottenham Hotspur. How they have just become even worse than they are. If they could focus on who they are and not be so obsessed with Arsenal, maybe they would make strides. But I think it's just so hard for them. They just can't do it. Everything in their body as fans, as a club, they just can't do it, to the point of making themselves lose a game so Arsenal don't win a title. That's just the biggest little brother behaviour I have ever seen. But anyway, enough about Tottenham. Let's get on to the transfer news now. David Ornstein came out and said Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham have all met Dean Huijsen's representatives ahead of a decision being made at 19-year-old centre-back's future. Bournemouth and player want swift outcome, release clause 50 million. I mean, it's not major breaking news, but it is news to an extent, because meeting with representatives does give you the idea that Arsenal see a way of Huijsen fitting in. They would have given a sort of, file to see how he could fit in, because I'm just thinking Gabriel, Saliba, Kivior, probably, I don't know if he would leave. You're thinking about the left-back position as well. Calafiori can play centre-half. Ben can play centre-half. Julian can play centre-half. Tomiyasu can play centre-half. He's not leaving because he's injured. So there's so many options in there. So what does Dean Huijsen coming to Arsenal improve us with? And I made a little bit of a draft here. Let me know down below, though, your thoughts on this Dean Huijsen news. Do you feel like he's someone we need? 50 million, he's a top talent, yes, but would you spend that sort of money on him? I don't think so. I think we have other pressing issues in the summer. But I drafted this lineup here. Huijsen as the centre-back is best in the middle. Gabriel wide centre-back. Saliba wide right centre-back. This is in possession, by the way. Timber inverting. Probably going to be the right back inverting. With Zubimendi. Then Rice, Ødegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, Williams. For me, Ødegaard, I can see Waneri taking that over in due course, or even Max Dowman. But this is just how I feel like Arsenal would go if they did bring in someone like Dean Huijsen. Of course, Nico Williams or Martinelli, whoever on the left. I think Martinelli's been pretty good recently. Lewis Skelly for Gabriel. Maybe it's going to be Huijsen Saliba. I feel like that's probably more likely. Do they see Huijsen as somebody to replace Saliba who wants to leave soon? Is that, this just doesn't make sense to me, really. But we saw Liverpool sign Mamadashvili on top of having Alisson and Kelleher. Maybe there was no need for them to get them. But sometimes if you can stack the talent up, then it is a good thing. We want to be as strong as possible. And maybe Mikel Arteta sees this as a way to be as strong as possible. But anyway, that's it for now, gunners. Hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, peace.